Unease as Nigeria's president-elect Tinubu hires 2 Russians as aides. Welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel to get notified when we put all juicy news updates. Please click on the notification bell. There is palpable apprehension over the presence and role of 2 Russian citizens working as aides to the Nigeria's president-elect, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Political and security watchers are worried at the real status of the 2 Russian advisors, and this is more as their status in Nigeria is not known, as they are not deployed diplomats of the Russian Federation Embassy in Nigeria. There are fears that the president-elect may inadvertently be drawing Nigeria into an arena of global US versus Russian rivalry, which could destroy the relative peace in the country. A source familiar with the development said there are worries both within Nigeria and abroad as their presence poses questions. For example, are they non-state actors? What is their remit? Were they used to manipulate the INEC server? Why would anyone who wants to be a Nigerian president outsource sensitive adversary positions to foreigners when Nigerians can do such jobs? All these questions are begging for answers, and Nigerians have the right to know what these aliens are doing here and what is the employment and immigration status. Aside from the well-known notorious role Russia can play in the manipulation of elections, Nigerians are also very concerned about the rivalry Russian dominance of the incoming government in Nigeria will bring with the Western world. An easy point in hand is the needless war in the Sudan, where the two world powers, US and Russia, are engaged in a severe proxy war with Sudanese nationals as the victims. The source added, maybe the president-elect and his team will need to brief Nigerians on this, especially against the backdrop of his sneaking into Lagos on Saturday reportedly to meet some foreign doctors who came to attend to his health. Why wouldn't they attend to him in Defense House, his official residence as president-elect, or his house in Abuja? When has Lagos been more conducive than Abuja for the sick and elderly, especially an incoming president? This is not making sense to me. To be very sincere, they have brought in 2 Russians to be his aides. How and why? He needs to come outside and speak. You see why I don't like people know they talk. If you are really close to us, this news, you go down here and since, because you go down come outside, can't talk, say, oh, when I do so and so person, no deal. See the one with particular big day. You understand? These particular people, see what we brought them in for. Make you not be saying with the think otherwise. Oh, this is exactly what we brought them in for. You come and explain yourself. Yes, we need to know. This is not the one that's waiting concern anybody. This is why the noise was much that time. You know they come outside, can't do this thing. People are not seeing you, and all of a sudden you start coming out, and all of a sudden all these things start coming out. To me, it's not making any sense. These are medical magicians hired to keep Escobar awake, even if he's partially alive. He defecates on his body, has developed Parkinson's disease. Yoruba now found out he has problems and hired the Russians to also start molding one Ifajemi or Latejo to appear like Tinubu so that he can be another Jibril Sudan. Where did they get all this news from? Eh? Ha! Them get them arrested and repatriate them to there if you feel they have no mission to accomplish in the country. What good relationship do you have with USA that we should be jealously protecting? Are they not part of our problems? USA has never been part of your problem. USA have never been part of your problem. Now UK. Okay, of course, Christians always look at them as role model and at the same time as Christian brothers. Do you think you share borders with them on this light? You should know that this country does not care about your religion. They look after where they can loot. Well, it is true, Sha. UK and what's it called? US states or US too. They don't give anything else for free. Arrogance and useless trap. You haven't seen anything yet. As they paint them in the sweetest. This is not a matter of as they paint them in the sweetest. This is not a matter of concern you. This is a matter that concerns. That is, if it is true, it concerns everybody. Everybody is selected, and everybody is supposed to know. All right. Fake news. Where will people start spreading false news around? Social media has done another thing. This is me, I'm saying if really this news is true, then problem will be. I don't want to believe it is. But if it is true, he will need to come outside and explain to Nigerians at least. This is the reason why I picked this particular people. This is the reason why I picked this particular. This one is for this particular purpose. Hence, it's not going to be funny. Some people are just born to see evil and promote sadness to themselves. Put nation issues apart. Nigeria married different races all over the world. Have seen a pure European guy speaking Yoruba because the father is Nigeria. Mikel Obi of Chelsea FC children are pure Europeans. So many like that. Anyway, just giving instances, not about the uncleared information here. Well, that is me I'm saying. That is why he will need to come outside and say, if this news is true, he will still need to come outside and say it. If it is not true, he will still need to come out and say, oh, see the reason of people thinking I did this one and I did that one. To me, that is what a good leader who is in communication or who wants to be in communication with his followers should do. Nigerians do not like themselves. This incoming generation will be worse than us. Our comment line says it all. No, they use such negative words. So this is just the beginning of the new hope for Nigerians. We are watching. Nigeria should forget about party affair if you all want to move forward. If Tinubu went to Rivers to commission project, that is fine. We are looking forward for a day that Nigerians will be proud of their country. Never again. Nigeria will be one-sided again because you are not in my party. That is dirty politics that brings backwardness. If that is not being done before, this is the time for Nigeria to know. I tell you, it is time for us to keep policies aside and unite. I tell you, no jokes. Everywhere, no dey soft though. Things they happen. Okay. What have you benefited from USA than rubbish? And you are chosen between Russian visa and American visa. Which will you take? Oh, they come they ask now. People they come outside can't talk say the USA they know they useful. If they keep between Russian visa and then American visa, which one you go pick? Now you go ask yourself. Okay, that is to you who just obtained international passports. Towards America is not heaven. Their ghetto in Texas and New York. I've been there many times. I've been to Moscow too. Russia fits the word. Okay, my own is that if this news is true, all this one when they talk Russian better is no better. What is their intention? What is their intention? What is Tinubu's intention of bringing them or employing them as aides? That is the bottom line. Nobody who they do this one most or who know they do this one most. Alright, Nigeria is bigger than one man and his agenda. God is in absolute control of the affairs of his country. Well, if this is seen as fake news, the person who peddled this one, they're supposed to discipline them. To be very sincere with you, they're supposed to discipline them. This is not the way to go. This fake news, whether I like it or not, this fake news, it causes wahala, it causes kasala. Alright. Okay, on this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest.